Hey guys, IGFC 101 here yet again, bringing you episode number 18 of my Football Manager 2011 complete Ipswich Town playthrough. In this episode, we'll be playing Bristol City away, looking to continue from that brilliant win away at Norwich in the East Anglian Derby, and I first of all have to apologise to you guys. Of course, I said last week when I recorded the video that I would upload a video over that weekend, and today is Thursday. So I'm really sorry for not uploading over the weekend. The new map pack on Call of Duty came out on Xbox, so I've been putting a lot of time into that. So, but now I'm back. I've done the main Easter egg on that map. So now I'm back with new gameplay, and I know you're thinking of this title. The title of this video will be more transfer talk, and I know I said that in this video I'd be starting the series of the fixture list in depth. However, I think that the boat on that has passed. It's been a couple of weeks since fixtures. Clubs are now going back to pre-season training, and transfers are really the hot topics of football right now. So I might forget about that series idea. Really sorry about that, but I've got some good ideas for the future. This future of my channel. I've gained a good few subscribers in the last few days, so I'm really happy with that. Welcome to any new subscribers. And yeah, I've got plenty of new series. Because I'm planning on going to all away games next season. One series I'm thinking of doing is when every time I go to a away game, I do an in-depth review of the stadium, the area, the facilities, all the stuff like that with pictures. So that's something I'm thinking of doing, and I think that could be a pretty cool idea. But yeah, that's just one of my ideas. But so yeah, transfers to big stories at the minute. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. Sorry about the gameplay. It's a pretty dull match. So, but what can I do when I'm showing you every game? So yeah. Also, I'm hoping that I might have some Call of Duty gameplays for you guys coming up. Dumby Blue, whose link is on my channel page, is in my box. He is kindly hopefully going to record some gameplays for me, so I can upload on my channel with his HD PVR. So big thanks to you, Aidan, if that does happen. But anyway, on to the transfers. First of all, the big news for Ipswich Town is that Connor Wickham has indeed gone to Sunderland for initial 8.1 million, but could rise up to 12 with additional parts of the deal. I'm guessing these are like appearances, goals scored, and also international caps. Also, there is a percentage of the profit sell on. So if Sunderland in a couple of years' time sell Connor for 30 million, we get a certain percentage of that 18 million profit or something. So that is a huge benefit to us. I think that's probably what pushed through the deal, is that extra sell-on clause, because I'm sure that they'll be able to sell Connor to a much bigger club than Sunderland when he has managed to progress. So my feelings on the deal is that, of course, I'm overall disappointed that a young star that has come through our academy has left. Ipswich have always had a reputation in my eyes, and probably in most other championship clubs, of being a selling clubs. They produce the young talent and let them go, which I guess is, when you're a championship side, that is part of the deal. I remember selling Darren Bent cheaply, and let's not forget about this. This is not a cheap deal. 12 million total is a hell of a lot of money for a championship side, so don't get me wrong about that. It's just that I've had such high hope for him. We've seen him come through the academy. If we could have just got us one more season, then maybe I think he could have got us up. I think I don't know, but the good thing is that they're gonna give the money hopefully to Paul Jewell to reinvest in the squad, which is absolutely essential. Because if we do not give the money to Paul's to help invest in the squad, then it shows a real lack of investment by the owner, Marcus Evans, and the chief exec, Simon Clegg. So hopefully we'll be able to reinvest, get a good replacement, and how that missed I do not know. And a shock and miss, and that really should have been 1-0. That's when the game really just shits on your face sometimes. But yeah, so if we get the money, maybe get someone in like Nicky Maynard, I know he might be going to Leicester. Maybe Billy Sharp, if we can tempt Doncaster with a bigger offer than what we had, then we'd have Priskin as backup for Chopra at Ellington and the new striker in, which I think could be a strike force to be reckoned with. But with this £8 million initial, we can build a whole new squad and hopefully push for promotion next season. as we've seen Leicester build, who are literally signing everyone at the minute, they're going to be huge favourites for me to go up. Sven Goran is using his power and his name to get people into Leicester, so I think they're definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. In other transfer news, Manchester United have took their transfer spending up over £50 million with the sign of David De Gea from Atletico Madrid. As I mentioned in my last video, I think that's a good signing for Manchester United. A young 20-year-old, already proven in a top league in La Liga, so I don't really see that signing can go wrong. He's only going to get better as a 20-year-old. So yeah, he adds to the signing of Ashley Young and Phil Jones. News is that Sami Nasri is interested in both Manchester clubs, which I think is pretty interesting to see who he's going to choose. I guess Manchester City will be able to offer him the most money, but of course Manchester United are surely going to be the most attractive options, even though of course Man City does have the Champions League next year, and of course they will be a threat in the title race. But I'm sure he'll go to Manchester United if they offer him enough money. If it comes down to money for him, then of course he's going to go to Man City. Man City also closing on Gael Clichy of Arsenal as well. Apparently that deal is very close to completion. So they've always had trouble with left backs. Manchester City, I have no idea why. They've always been looking for left backs. When they signed one, it's never worked out. They signed Wayne Bridge, I think was their first left back after the money came in. Then of course Alexander Kolarov last year they bought for like 16-17 million pounds, and he hasn't worked. And now the reports in the papers was going to be Leighton Baines, but it does seem like it's going to be Gael Clichy. Again, a top quality signing if they could get him. But of course the main deal for Man City is going to be to hold on to Carlos Tevez, because he is an influential part of their team. And if they are going to close the gap on the other Manchester side, which I can't see them doing in the next 2 years, or next, I don't know. Manchester United are making some good young signings, so I think Manchester United are going to be the big side of Manchester for quite some time to come yet. But Manchester City are doing all the right things to try and close the gap. But another side who have been busy in the transfer market is Sunderland. Of course, they signed Connor earlier, as I pre-mentioned, but they've also signed Craig Gardner from Birmingham. They've signed Seb Larsson from Birmingham. They've signed Kieran Westwood from Coventry. They've signed this South Korean called G, I think his name is. So he's another striker. So they've been really busy. So they're really splashing the cash, which of course they have now. They've sold Jordan Henderson to Liverpool. So they're going to be hoping they get a return on their investment. Niall Quinn, and I'm not sure what they're going to be aiming for next season. If they're going to be aiming for a Europa League place in the top 7, or maybe a cup run, I'm not sure. But they'll definitely be, after spending this money, they'll definitely be looking to spend the money. After spending this money, they'll definitely be looking to get a return on that investment. But I'm not sure they will. They've got the infrastructure, they've got the players, they've got a good, solid Premiership manager in Steve Bruce. But the Premiership is going to be so tight this season. There's not really a weak side in there, except Norwich. But it's going to be tough, especially in that 8 to 14th place region. There's so many sides. I mean, you've got the clear, distinct top 5 of Man U, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man City. They're the top 6. And then you've got the rest floating mid-table like Newcastle, Bolton, Aston Villa, teams like that. So it's going to be really tight. So it's going to be a really interesting Premier League season. Ipswich Town returns to pre-season training tomorrow on the 1st of July. So that is really exciting times. We're hoping to get some more signings in. Apparently we're close to signing Aaron Cresswell from Tranmere, who is a young left-back. So that's exciting news. I think we're going to miss out on Sean St Ledger, who's going to go to Leicester, it looks like. As I said earlier, they are literally signing everyone, which is really, really disappointing. I was really getting excited about him, as he was one of the few people I'd really like to replace Gareth McCauley, who he has gone to West Brom. Obviously, he was the first proper transfer of the season when he went to West Brom on a free. But yes, it's exciting times in football. Of course, I started this series right at the end of the football season, which is probably stupid of me. But in next season, I'll have plenty to talk about. Of course, the series I talked about earlier could happen. And of course, Football Manager 2012, so right at the start of that game's lifespan, hopefully I'll be able to gain some subscribers from that, and hopefully build my channel, and then hopefully building to more games than just Football Manager. More PC games would be brilliant. That's what I'm hoping to build to. Well, that's the dream anyway. But final score, Bristol City 0, Ipswich Town 0. A really dull 0-0 draw. We had the best chance, of course, that open goal missed. I think it was Priskin. Total sitter that he absolutely squandered. But that's the end of the video, guys. A like rating would be very much appreciated. More videos will be on the way, talking about the latest transfer news. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you guys in the next episode. Later, guys.